Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone and welcome again. Now let us start by looking at our vision.
مدرسة المجتمع الابتدائي الثانوي الخاص بالجامعة.
Okay, now let's start our lesson. For today we are going to study vocabulary. I have here the word. The first one is exhibit, permanent, tiny, huddle, humanity, contemporary, slang, and reaction. Now let us start. Okay, do you often visit museum or art galleries, and why or why not? I want you just to think about these questions. Try to answer them. Okay? Next one. What do you know about installation art? What do you think about this kind of art? Do you know anything about it? Okay, now let's continue. Let's move on to our objectives for today. Number one, after reading 4 paragraphs about the installation art, the student will be able to identify the correct heading for the paragraph in exercise B. Number 2, going through 4 paragraphs about installation art, the student will be able to respond to 6 comprehension questions in exercise C. Last one is demonstrate the ability to find words from the text related to the given definition in exercise D. Now let us start. Now let us study the following activity to identify the meaning of the new vocabulary. So first we are going to study vocabulary. Now here it is, open your notebook and write these vocab in your notebook. Have a look at this picture. Can you guess what is the suitable vocab for this one? Let us see. That's right. We call this one exhibit. That's right. What do you mean by that? So that means an object or works of art put in a public place for people to see. And here's my sentence. Our school will hold an exhibit about the students' work. Okay? So I want you to write the meaning in your notebook. Try to put it in a sentence. Okay? Now let's move on. I have here the word temporary and I have on the other side permanent. What do you mean by permanent? What do you think? Yeah, that means lasting for a long time or forever. Lasting for a long time or forever. That's right. And a sentence, I got a permanent residence in the USA. Okay, what do you mean by permanent? Lasting for a long time. That's right. Yeah, have a look at this picture. Can you guess the suitable vocab here? Okay, now let's see. They are tiny. That's right, tiny. They couldn't see them. So tiny means very small. That's right. And here a sentence, we use microscope to see tiny things. Get the point? Okay, now let's move on. Have a look at this picture. A tiny scissor. Yeah, I have here a paddle. That's right, paddle. Yeah, we mean by this a small pool, especially of rain water. Okay. I avoid walking in the puddle. It makes my shoes dirty. Yeah, have a look at this man. What he is down here? What do you think? Okay, we called his action here a humanity. A humanity. What do we mean by humanity? People in general. That's right. That's right. He had much pity for humanity in general. So humanity means people in general. Okay, have a look at this house. What do you think about this one? What is your reaction about this one? How do you feel? You find it what, nice? You feel interesting to live in? What do you think about this one? Yeah, have here a word contemporary. Okay, that means modern. So we have a contemporary house in the town. So this one means modern. That's right. Again, at the same picture, we have the word ceiling. Yeah, the top surface of the inside part of the house, of the room. Okay, we call this one ceiling. Okay, the top surface. For example, my father decided to paint the ceiling of our living room. And have a look at this one. How about your reaction about the picture? Reaction means what you feel or do because of something that has happened. Have a look at this example. his reaction when he saw the house, sorry, or can see mouse here, it was incredible. So his reaction was incredible. Now let's move on to our student book. I want you to open your student book page 34. We are going to study exercise B. Yeah, what are you going to do now? You are going to scan 4 paragraphs to match 4 headings with the paragraphs. What I want you to do now is open your student book, start reading the text. I give you time to read it. Okay, let's read exercise B. Read the text quickly, that means scan and match the paragraph from 1 to 4 with the heading. Okay. We have here a break in the weather and experience of senses. Soon none will be left. Short clip artwork. What is the main idea here? Or can have a look at this one. An experience of senses. That's right. Yeah, for the paragraph 1, the suitable heading is, again, an experience of senses. That's right. Let's move on to the second one. I want you now to pause the video, read the second paragraph, to try to guess the suitable heading here. What do you think? Yeah, this one is, the answer is short-lived artwork. They are talking about what? The art. Thank you. Get the point here. Now let's move on to the third paragraph. I want you just to read this one and try to choose the correct heading for it. Again, we mean by heading what? The title, the suitable title, or the main idea of the text here is. Let's have a look. A break and the weather. That's right. They are talking about here what? About the weather. Talk about rain and so on. Now let's move into the fourth paragraph. Soon none will be left. Okay? So we have here to look here. They also encourage people to send goodbye message to the rainbow, which they will use to try to get the government to stop people from using rainbow homeless. Okay? Now let's move on to student book exercise C. Let's scan the text now to answer the following questions. I want you to read the text again and answer these questions. One, that Nella created her installation. Think about this one. When I use when in the question, that means I need what? Time. That's right. So I have here the time. Okay. When I have a question started by where here, for example, I'm talking about what? About the place. So my answer could be what? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to answer about the place. When I have the question, why, I'm asking about question and so on. Okay? What I want you to do now is I'm going just to read the text carefully. Try to guess any unfamiliar word if you have any question. We will continue this in this lesson next day. So our main concern in this video was what? Vocabulary. So we studied vocab that would help us to understand the text. Okay? We finished with the first part of this lesson. We will continue next day, inshallah. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask me, and see you next time, inshallah.